everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review in partnership with name brand wigs. This is Raquel Welch Well Played in the color SS Iced Java, which is RL4/10SS. Well Played has a lace front, left mono part, heat-friendly fibers that are gorgeous. If you want to know more, stick around. I would like to thank Name Brand Wigs for sending me Well Played so that I could share it with all of you. I will also be doing a comparison video with this style, and that video is going to come out first. So I will link that comparison in the description if you are interested in seeing this compared to Watch Me Wow, also by Raquel Welch. If you've never visited Name Brand Wigs, please check out their website. I do have this wig linked in the description, as well as a 30% off coupon code that will save you money if you'd like to make a purchase on this one or any other Raquel Welch style. They also have great customer support, so don't ever hesitate to reach out to them. All right, let's take a look at this one from all sides. When I put this style on, I loved it. That's all I can say. I think this is such a natural looking synthetic wig. It really is. The density, the way that it lays, this gorgeous lace front, which I'll show you up close and talk more about in a moment. It just really is super realistic and natural looking. If you like straight, longer wigs, I mean, this is definitely longer, well below the collarbone, then this one could be a great one to check out. I just think they did a fabulous job with this one. So like I said in the beginning, it has heat-friendly fibers, so you can take heat to this, you can curl it, you can add a wave to it, and because this is heat friendly and it's longer, you will need to be prepared to take heat to it on a regular basis to prevent these ends from getting all frayed and frizzy, because they rub up on your clothing, and friction is the enemy of heat friendly fibers. But I've said this in many previous videos. When I first started wearing wigs, I was terrified of heat friendly. I'd heard some horror stories. I just heard that they weren't good. Now, 4.5 years later, heat friendly fibers are some of my favorites and I love them. But with a caveat. My caveat really is, if you're going to wear a longer piece, it's much easier to care for if it's straight. The wavy and the curly pieces are harder because when you take heat to it, you can alter that curl pattern. So this one being straight like it is, I think it's going to be really easy to care for. I do have a video showing you how to do that with a straight heat-friendly synthetic, which I will link in the description. Now this style is a pretty layered style. So when I do this, you can see they're long layers, but we definitely have layers going all the way to the bottom. And that's what the front looks like. So it's sort of face framing layers. They're definitely shorter in the front, but not short enough to be considered a side swept bang or a curtain bang. So if you want a curtain bang, if you want regular bangs, you can absolutely cut that into this piece. And a full bang would be super easy to do. And if for some reason you've got a little bit of a cowlick at the part, so it doesn't want to lay right, all you have to do is take a little bit of heat to it and you'll be able to set those bangs. So I do think this is going to have a lot of flexibility. Now, like I said, this has a lace front and a left mono part. There's that lace front and it is phenomenal. It is so good, you guys. So the lace goes all the way down temple to temple. So all of that is lace. And look at how realistic it looks. And it blends seamlessly really into the ear tabs. So I really think off the face styling, tucking, all of those things, I think I might have pulled it back behind my hairline a little bit when I did that. All those things are going to be so great to do with this. I think it's going to have a ton of flexibility. We also have that monofilament part. Let me show you what I mean by a left mono part right there. So you've got that extended lace front that goes right into that monofilament part, so you can part it anywhere on the left side going to the right, anywhere. Nice soft ear tabs with bendable stays, extended nape, Velcro adjusters. Nice stretchy open wefted cap. I find Raquel Welch caps to be very, very comfortable. Beautiful color. Let me throw this back on. Now let's talk about the density on this piece. I would consider this a moderate density piece, but because of the straightness of it, it doesn't feel super heavy density. Although it is relatively heavy at about 6.2 ounces for this length, but it definitely feels like a healthy head of hair, not overwhelming, very natural, but I wouldn't consider this a low density. Now, as far as permatease goes, there's really no permatease up here. As I reach into the cap, I don't feel any poofy permatease anywhere. So we've got a very, very natural looking, low profile, very flat to the head. I mean, there's just no poof, not really even in the crown here. So if you're looking for, you know, a good amount of hair, it's not super heavy density, but you don't want poof from permatease. So you want something that's pretty sleek, very straight, very healthy. That's this style. Let's talk about fit. I am finding this cap to be running small. Now, there's variation, unfortunately, in how caps in the same brand will fit. I've seen lots of variation within all of the brands. Raquel Welch is typically very, very true to average. I usually have to cinch it in, and I usually get a little bit of extra cap on the top here because I am super petite over the top of my head. This cap is fitting me small. I don't have any extra cap up here. I'm not getting as good of coverage as I prefer to get. So these ear tabs are sitting very high up on me. I normally like to see them down a little bit further. It's fine because my bio hair is sort of dark, so I think I can pass with it. But if this were not a color that matched well with my hair, I would struggle with blending because of how it's fitting me. But because of how it's fitting me, it tucks really great. And you can see, even though it's, you know, moderate density, it's light enough that it's very tuckable. And so I'll be able to tuck this well. I'll be able to wear glasses with it, no problem. But I want you to know that this is running small. All of my measurements are in the description. And I don't know if that's typical for this style. It's very possible that that's just this cap. Like I said, there can be variation, even from style to style, but I think it's important that you know this isn't running like a typical Raquel Welch wig, in my opinion. I did forget to talk about that mono part, so there it is right there. I have a little bit of flexibility up front here where I can part this. So this part right here is this wide. So I have it sort of more center part skewing over to the left that way, but you can make it more of a straight down left part. You definitely have some flexibility when it comes to that. It's just sort of how this one wanted to lay. When I do that, I have this piece right here that wants to fling in my face. That's easily fixable by taking some heat. You can take a hot comb to this to set that part and to get the fibers to lay where you want them to lay. I just wanted to point that out. It's a great parting space. I don't think it needs to be plucked at all. I think it's really a shake and go piece. This one is just great, plopped right on my head out of the box. All right, let's talk about color. SS Iced Java. The code on this one is RL4/10SS. It is a beautiful dark brown with what looked to me to be auburnish, blondish highlights. More of a maybe light brown, I should say, an auburn light brown highlight. You can see that. It really considerably lightens this color up. And let me put this back on because I want you to see they took those highlights and they brought them up to the front, which is what helps make this lace front look so, see all of those highlights up here? It's what helps make this lace front look so natural because the lighter knots are up here. But if you kind of take this off your face, which this would have great off the face styling, you're gonna feel like this looks a little bit lighter because of those lighter pieces up front. So just ask yourself, you know, do you like dark browns, but you don't like you know, heavily visible highlights, you know, kind of the darker the better. This one's going to feel a little bit lighter because of these highlights. I actually have a piece in the color R4. So essentially the base color of this with no highlights. I will do a color comparison so that you can see them both side by side if you're not sure what to think about these highlights. All right, everybody, let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Thank you so much, Name Brand Wigs, for sending me this one so that I could review it and do a comparison with another Raquel Welch style. I'll talk to all of you in my next video. Friends, here we are outside with this beautiful ice Java. It's pretty, I don't know, the sun is bright, but it's in and out of clouds. So you're getting kind of diffused bright light. Having trouble looking up. Sure you're getting it from good angles. I love these highlights. I think they're just beautiful. One last look up here. Thanks for watching. All right, here we are. This is the unboxing. This one is just beautiful out of the box. It didn't need any work. It looks just stunning. So keep that in mind when you're looking at wigs. The straight, low permatease pieces tend to look really great out of the box. They're easy to put on and kind of know if it's going to work for you or not, versus curly, wavy pieces with heavy permatease and curls and waves can have box hair and can need a little bit of coaxing into their style, if you will, which you can't do if you think you might return it. So really cute style. I really recommend this one.